It's 12 past 11. It's a Sunday morning. It's pretty lousy. Very different from yesterday. There's no sun. There's a little bit of wind, and I haven't been in the ocean. That's not that unusual though. Since the Wave a Day project's kind of been over, I've only been going in whenever I feel like it. And I don't think I feel like it this morning, even though I've woken up kind of late and I've already had 2 coffees just to get myself activated. I'm always motivated, I just sometimes lack the activation. This morning was definitely one of those mornings. I stayed up quite late last night working on my live stream. How do I explain this to someone who doesn't... Well, I don't live stream yet, but I'm about to. Well, I'm not about to. I'm getting things ready, probably for a 6-month. It's not going to be till at least 6 months until either I'm out of here, back up in Sydney from Culburra Beach and back up in the Benny Flat, or the NBN miraculously arrives here earlier than what they keep putting it back to, which I don't think is going to happen. Behind me, you can see my Sankyo Sound 600 reel-to-reel projector. Now, why is it sitting there behind me? Well, it's because I'm going to sell this thing because I don't need it any longer. Now, I made a video a while ago, about a year ago, explaining how I've modified this to suit the needs. Actually, not me, myself and James, my sister's partner. He's the electronics engineer guru. We modified this. Just a quick heads up, because it's going to be sold. Here's what I did to it, in a very quick nutshell. We took the the default lens out of this guy here, and I see this here, that's the GH5 isn't going to focus on that, is it? This here is the inner barrel of an 18 to 55mm Canon, what do they call it? Kit lens. That's the inner barrel of the kit lens, reversed around and super glued onto the barrel of the lens from this projector. The reason we did that, step number 1, was to be able to put a DSLR right here and project this image onto the DSLR sensor. Now that was the initial change we made to this projector, but then what we discovered very quickly was that the amount of light that this thing lets off isn't strong enough to get through some of the stock on the film. It's okay when it projects it all the way across to the wall here. It's way too bright for projecting it this far here. It was just blooming everywhere. So we put our own LED light in, and we powered it, or James powered it, and we also gave it a dial. So here it is here. Now the LED light's on, and we've also given it a ramp down and a ramp up dial. Now quickly, the other thing we did obviously was to add a motor speed to this thing, because we found the frames per second, which is 18 or 24, didn't match the frames per second of the DSLR. So we put in a motor with a switch, turn the switch on, and you can slow and speed it up. And that's all well and true, but I don't need it anymore because I digitized the 20 reels I have, so I'm selling it. And if you know anyone that does this kind of thing or wants to do this kind of thing, that guy is ready to roll. It works perfectly. You still need to deflicker in post just a small amount because frame rates didn't match up exactly, but